Hello, this is Steve Malone with CompassFX. Hope you're doing well today and you're getting some good trades. We have a lot of folks using the Dots Guppy method. So today I want to point out a couple of trades. One of the trades I took in the Dots Guppy room today, and I talked about it, and if you're not in our Dots Guppy trade room, you might want to consider it. It gives you an opportunity to look over my shoulder as I watch about 20 pairs in the marketplace, and we look for some setups. To learn a little bit more about the Dots Guppy trade room, simply go over to www.compassfx.com/Dots trade, and that's where you can learn more about the Dots Guppy trade room, and you can register for it. Now, for those of y'all who have the Dots Guppy, I just want to point out to you that there's something that I saw today that I'd already missed the potential entry at the start of the U.S. session, but yet there's something I look for. When the market retraces back towards the open of a session, but the market doesn't go beyond that open, we have what we refer to as an open bias. That means that the market is traded above the open and continues to trade above the open, or it means that the market is traded below the open of the session and will continue to trade below the open of the session. And we had that today in the dollar yen. So when the market first opened up, it made this immediate push down to the sell entry level at 102.79. I didn't catch that, and it bounced around, came a little bit further down to the sell target number 1, and then pushed up. And as we were watching this in the room, we had a pretty good rollover and a move to the downside, and I thought, well, let's see if the market tests the session open. And the white line represents the session open. So the market comes right up and hits the session open once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times it hits the session open and it can't seem to get above it. Boom. We have an open bias to the downside. So I simply stepped back in on the trade and caught this move, and look what it did. It moved all the way down and pinned right at the sell target number 2 for a nice little trade here. We had the same situation occur on the Euro Aussie. Taking a look at this, the market made that immediate move down. I didn't catch that at the start of the day, and kind of bounced around, and then it pushed back up. And when it pushed back up, it's testing those long-term guppies that are already pointing to the downside. But look what it did also. It came right up fairly close to the open of the session, but then faded it, sat around near the session open, and gave us an opportunity to trade that. I missed this one. Some folks in my trade room caught it, but look what it did. It moved right down to sell target number 1 and then pushed down and gave a nice little swing low right at sell target number 2 for a 37 pip trade. Right here, 2 trades in the Dots Guppy room today, one for about 37 pips, the other one for about 22 pips, just simply monitoring the session open. And when the market comes back, if you miss it from the get-go, when the market comes back and we hold the session open and rolls back in the direction of the bias, you can catch that and potentially put some pips in your pocket. Well, this is Steve Malone with CompassFX. Hope some of this information will help those of you who already have the Dots method and are trading it with the Guppy moving averages. If you're not familiar with the Dots method, check it out. Go over to www.compassfx.com/Dots. And for those of you who already have the Dots method and want to join us in the Dots Guppy trade room, simply go over to www.compassfx.com/Dots trade, and I'll see you there. Y'all make it a great day. Get some good trades. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.